Hey beautiful people, welcome to the Mercury Direct Transit Guidance.
Hey beautiful people, it's your girl Shakima. I'm just stopping in for a quick reading for you guys for the Mercury Direct energies, guys. I hope that you guys have had a dope Mercury retrograde. I know it probably was one of the more challenging retrogrades because it was in the sign of Scorpio, so it was really giving us an opportunity. It was guiding us into the transformation that is required for the next best version of self, especially heading into 2020. And it was really just giving us an opportunity to gain more perspective of self. So I hope that it has treated you well, guys. And definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know how you guys have really sort of found the experience of everything. But I'm going to go ahead and get straight into it for you guys. So I'm going to utilize the tarot to see what is the past, present, and future trajectory. If we've got enough time, we'll be able to see what's going on in the subconscious mind, what's going on in the forefront of the conscious mind. And definitely, if we have enough time, we'll be able to pull in angel answers, guidance for us to be able to sort of see what the arcanian realms are advising for us as we navigate through the energies of the Mercury retrograde transit. Well, Mercury direct transit, I should say. Okay, because this is the final one until February of 2020. So we do get some scope to be able to just sit in this, Mercury retrograde free space. Okay, beloved. So what is the divine guidance, spirit, for my L.I.F.E Warriors for the Mercury direct transit of 2019? Let's have a look. Okay, so there has been a lot of decisions that have been made, particularly to do with our romantic lives. And those were some of the things that were definitely important for the transformation that we're going to be going through as we embark on the, lifelong process of what's going to be taking place in 2020. We were basically learning how to be a little bit more self-sufficient. In the present moment, we'll be able to avoid any disasters, okay, because we should have, in theory, we should have done the work during the course of the Mercury retrograde to be able to avoid any disasters moving forward. If we are still experiencing some disruptions to the process, that is potentially because we didn't take heed of the guidance that Mercury was sort of giving us whilst we were navigating our way through the retrograde transit. But moving forward, I can see that we will be able to be a little bit more open to the changes. We will be able to sort of let go of some of the limiting beliefs, some of the limiting perspectives that we may have been sort of dealing with as a result. And I can also see that we'll be going through a process of forgiveness as well, guys. We'll be going through a process of just being a little bit more optimistic, not so pessimistic about things. We'll be able to forgive and live and let live, guys, as we're able to navigate through the process of this Mercury direct energy. But it also will come with some challenges of us sort of learning how to be more expressive of our latent talents. Okay, we're learning how to not be so manipulative and really just give ourselves an opportunity to express the talents and gifts that we do have, because that was the whole point and purpose of us making these decisions, so that we can learn how to be more self-sufficient and tap into our gifts and our inner greatness. Okay, so let's have a little look and see let's have a look, guys. Where are my L.I.F.E Warriors for this Mercury direct transit for November of 2019? What do we need to know? Where are my L.I.F.E Warriors for this Mercury direct transit? And what crosses them, spirit? Okay, so let's have a little look. Okay, so we are or have been at a path of a lot of scattered thoughts. Okay, we've had a lot of scattered thoughts, and it's really kind of left us feeling isolated at times. It's left us feeling lonely at times because we haven't necessarily been making decisions based on our true values. We haven't necessarily been making decisions, or we're not going to in the present moment anyways. We're still a little bit scattered from what I can see, but we're avoiding any sort of significant disasters nonetheless. But a lot of the decisions that we are making aren't necessarily with our true values. They're not necessarily in alignment with our true values, and we're just looking at it as what's the best way for me to not cause a disruption to this situation. And you may pay for that in the long run. That's all I'd say to you guys looking at the situation. Some of you guys are making sure that you don't put yourself in a situation where you're dealing with any further financial failures to yourself as well, which is a positive thing. But you kind of have to make sure that you're making decisions that is also going to feed your spirit as well as your bank balance. Okay, that's what I'd say to you guys. What is in the past trajectory for my L.I.F.E Warriors coming into this Mercury direct transit for November of 2019, spirit? Okay, so there's been a lot of synchronistic opportunities that have come our way in the past, but we have been resistant to these changes as they have transpired for us. Seems like there's a lot that's actually going on for us here, guys. We do have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles in the past trajectory, so there was just a lot of divine correlation, synchronicities that were giving us opportunity to create new financial opportunities for ourselves, to really just manifest differently, really just do things differently, and really give ourselves an opportunity for these new beginnings that Spirit's trying to gift to us. But we were really sort of more or less just focused on the short-term focus, the short-term goal and perspective of things. So that's probably why we were a little bit resistant to the changes. We found it like really, really intense for a lot of us. It felt like we were just looking at the illusions of everything and looking at what we were losing and not necessarily focus on what we were gaining. And it was causing us a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of restlessness, a lot of insomnia for some of us as we were sort of navigating through the process of the Mercury retrograde. But it has actually given us an opportunity to start something new moving forward, basically. What is in the future trajectory for us, Spirit, beyond this Mercury direct transit of November 2019? What can we expect in the future? Okay, so future trajectory for us, guys. We are going through a rebirth. We're leaving some of our limiting beliefs behind, and we are going to learn how to be a lot more emotionally calm about things as they kind of manifest for us. We're also sort of going through a rebirth so that we can really tap into, again, our latent talents. If we didn't take an opportunity to do so during the Mercury retrograde transit, we are going to sort of be forced to navigate our way through that as Mercury is now in its direct main station moving forward. It does require us being a lot more open and free-spirited and spontaneous to be able to tap into some of those latent talents. So this is why we are going through a process of judgment. We're going through a process of Spirit saying to us, is this really who you say that you are? Is this really who you see yourself as? Is this really who you consider yourself to be? Or is this a conditioned version of yourself that's still playing out in your experience? And Spirit's asking us to really listen to our intuition, guys. Don't be too greedy, don't be too materialistic. Really give ourselves an opportunity to listen to our intuition so that we're not so hopeless about the transit as Spirit is gifting us this amazing opportunity. Okay, what is in the subconscious mind for my L.I.F.E Warriors as we navigate through this Mercury direct transit, Spirit? As clearly as you can, please. Okay, so for a lot of us in the subconscious mind, there's a lot of enthusiasm, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of things that we want to do from the past that has been brought back up to surface during the Mercury retrograde transit. And we are sort of learning how to sacrifice, we're learning how to decompartmentalize the illusions and let go of some of the temptations and give ourselves an opportunity to actually just be open to the abundance that's sort of being provided to us, that's being gifted to us. A lot of us are crying over spilt milk because we're struggling to be able to sort of plan ahead as a result, because it feels like we are sort of stagnant with this enthusiasm. As much as it's there, we don't know how to direct the force of the energy in our subconscious mind. But Spirit at the end of the day is just giving us an opportunity to not be so controlling, not be so excessive with all of the finer details of things. Okay, what is in the conscious mind, Spirit, for my L.I.F.E Warriors as we navigate through this Mercury direct energy for November of 2019? What is in the conscious mind? Okay, so in the conscious mind, guys, again, we are looking at the illusions, and it's causing us to be very, very anxious. It's causing us to be very depressed. We are having a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of just intense emotions on our heart chakra. That's really impacting our mental space. Our psyche is going through the shadows of things because we're sort of having to navigate through the temptation of going back to what feels safe, the temptation of going back to what feels normal because it's familiar to us. So those are some of the things that are really causing us to be anxious about the situation. And for a lot of us, we are crying over spilt milk because there's a lot of situations and circumstances that are holding off. There are a lot of delays, and we're having to learn how to be emotionally cool, calm, and collected, emotionally secure, basically, with some of the disruptions to our romantic situations and circumstances that may have left us being moody in the past. Okay, beloved, so let's just close out the space with an angelic guidance for us. What is the divine guidance, Spirit, for my L.I.F.E Warriors for this Mercury direct transit for November of 2019 as we navigate our way through? Again, Spirit is saying that there is an unlikely outcome. You simply have to listen to your intuition to be able to tap into this amazing transit that is, transpiring for you. Don't stop as you navigate through the process, because yes, it is absolutely fated and there is something better, but you do have to look for the signs because they are going to be coming to you fast and frequent. Okay, beloveds? So I hope that was useful for you guys. As per usual, guys, I'm sending you guys nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey ahead. If you guys have been watching this via my IGTV, definitely be sure to check out the link in my bio. That way you guys can connect with me for personal reading, shadow work, mentorship sessions, candles, oils. You can also connect with me via all of my other social media channels utilizing that very same link in my bio. If you guys have been watching this via my YouTube channel, then definitely be sure to check out the link in the description box. That way you guys can do all of the above that I've just mentioned for my Insta tribe. And if you guys would like to even connect with me via Instagram as well, there's also a link to do so via a tab to do so via the link that's in the description box below. Okay, I do daily oracle guidance on my Instagram channel, so it's a little bit different to what I do on the YouTube channel. Okay, beloved, so I'm going to love you guys and leave it there for you guys. As per usual, guys, I'm sending you nothing but love, light, and positive intentions for the journey ahead. God bless, and I will see you guys in the next one. Ashe. Take care, guys. Mwah.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more.